All right, parallel universes not only exist, but they interact with one another. Okay? So say researchers at Griffith University in Queensland, Australia. Start to get your head around that. They not only exist, but they collide with one another. The universe we exist is just one gigantic number of worlds, with some being almost identical to our own and others vastly different. So Mark, the idea of parallel universes has been around for over 50 years. And it's in this many worlds interpretation whereby there's a whole host of possible scenarios where, for example, a world where the dinosaurs were not killed off by a giant asteroid. That exists. One where, I don't know, Germany won the Second World War. Interestingly, there isn't a parallel universe where Sarah Palin is president, but that's a separate matter. But there are a number of parallel worlds, an infinite number, I suppose. However, this new interpretation suggests or says that these two worlds interslice and bounce off each other. Here's what the researcher had to say. In the quotes, in the well-known many worlds interpretation, each universe branches into a bunch of new universes every time a quantum measurement is made. All possibilities are therefore realized. In some universes, the dinosaur-killing asteroid missed Earth. In others, Australia was colonized by the Portuguese. But critics question the reality of these other universes since they do not influence our universe at all. On this score, our many interacting worlds approach is completely different, as its name implies.
So why do they think that every universe has an Earth on it that's inhabited by people? Why does it all relate to what's happening on Earth?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
All right.
That's the question. I mean, quantum mechanics is the conundrum that nobody understands really fully. And there was a quote in here which I was going to give you, which was saying the great thing about it is no one really understands it. And it's unfortunately, I mean, why there's these parallel universes where everything is, there's always a humans on it and the planets on it. I guess maybe there is a parallel world. By that interpretation, there is a parallel world with dinosaurs on it and the human race coexisting. It's one of those unfathomable things. I don't even understand, I mean, maybe you can help me out here. I don't even understand how they can begin to process this, to actually analyze the problem. How do they begin to understand that?
Now, it's possible that these parallel universes don't operate on the same frequency. So they could be existing simultaneously and we wouldn't see it because we don't perceive those frequencies. Just like your ears can only hear certain frequencies from here to here, but there might be sounds going on way up here or way down here that we don't hear because our instrument's not trained to hear that. Same with light. Okay, so maybe these universes are happening around us right now and we can't perceive them. Then something strange happens, like, you know, a door moves or something moves across the room and you go, what was that? It was a ghost. But, you know, maybe you're just having one of these little interactions.
Interesting. Glitch in the matrix, if you will. So this is what they go on to say. It says the following: for us at least, there is nothing inherently implausible in the idea. This is of interacting universes. For fans of science fiction, it makes those plots involving communication between parallel worlds not quite so far-fetched after all. So they're right bang on with you.
Right. And when you know, I don't know anything. By the way, this goes back more than 50 years. This goes back thousands of years.
Well, I think the idea, right, but sorry, I misspoke then in that case. I think that one of the central tenets of this belief, the many worlds interpretation was first created or thought up in 57.
And yeah, I just put, like, this sounds like we're laying on the lawn, look, smoking weed, looking at the stars, going, what if we're just like living in like an atom in the fingernail of a giant? Like that. That's like, we're having that moment right now, but it's on camera and everybody can see it, and we're not smoking pot. But for instance, when people pass away and their souls leave their body, well, is it possible that they've just moved through
a portal
into a different parallel universe that's on a different dimension, so we're not perceiving them, and they're all like, we're right here, and we're too like narrow-minded to perceive them, and that there's a whole place you go that is a complete life and world. You can be with people and do things that is somewhere that we can't even perceive.
So is by this interpretation, just so I'm getting it right, is there a world in which humans have evolved differently from how we've evolved?
Well, you know, when we see what we call aliens coming out of...
Well, here we go. I knew aliens were going to come into it. I knew it. I knew it.
Well, I'm just
We
saying.
really nearly went an entire week
How is it
without
possible
aliens.
that some craft has come across the universe
craft.
with some creature in it that doesn't look human, except to have come through some sort of portal, and that they're just in some parallel universe, and that they're a different form of human, but they're not alien, they're just a different form of us. All right, now, the acid's starting to kick in. I'm starting to, whoa. Oh.
But here's the thing, this is why it's on the news section rather than anything else. This is what these people are saying, and they're learned people who are coming, they're scientists, for goodness sake.
Well, if
they're
they're
coming out with this
scientists
stuff.
and they're learned, for God's sake, they must know what they're talking about.
We should research this further. Let us know your thoughts, whether you believe in parallel universes, aliens, etc. And as always, thanks for being with us here at the Lib TV.